This video discusses experiences of domestic violence that may be triggering or difficult for some viewers.
I'm Flo Bellman, one of Darian's parents. I'm the wife of Paul Henderson.
My name's Paul Henderson. I live in Georgetown, Ontario, with my wife Flo, and this is where we raised our daughter Darian.
Darian was a pleasure to have, a pleasure to be with for anybody that we know. She had lots of hobbies, and she always would wave goodbye and make funny faces as she left to make me laugh. She was so considerate and so caring, and we did a lot of things together and enjoyed the small things in life and made great fun with them and with us.
She was my shadow, actually. Every time I walked and stopped, she would bump into me. Like, we did a lot of stuff together.
And at lunchtime, she would make me a sandwich and bring it over, and we'd have lunch together.
We were very fortunate to have her in our lives. I raced cars, I built cars. Darian was part of that growth. As a young child, I used to call like Flo and Darian were my crew. Darian knew at a young age what wrench to grab. I won a race, and the trophy I got when it was over and we went into the pits and Darian was there, I said, "Darian, this trophy's for you to keep forever." And it actually, today, it's still on her dresser upstairs. It meant a lot to her.
Dad was so kind and outgoing, and she was all heart, and you felt that.
She always hugged us and told us that she loved us. I watched her walk down the street. That was it. Last time I ever saw her. And Flo.
Parents Bellman and Paul Henderson hold a picture of their 25-year-old granddaughter, Darian Henderson Bellman, who they raised from the age of 3 and was like their daughter.
And she was terrified of him. We knew that.
They feared for Darian's safety because they say her on and off again boyfriend of 3 years, 27-year-old Darnell Reed, had been abusive. And on Tuesday, when they learned their granddaughter had been shot to death at Reed's Brampton basement apartment, it was their worst nightmare playing out.
It was pretty traumatic for us both, and still is.
Flo and I live basically for the day. My feeling is, from my heart, that every day I wake up, there is going to be a level of pain in it for the rest of our lives. It will not change. I was diagnosed with PTSD about 2 months after Darian's death. Thank God I've got Flo to help me. It seems that the families are torn apart with these situations. It's not, we're victims as well. And that's where the police and Halton Women's Place come in, because they know we're victims too, and they're trying to help us as well as prevent what's happening.
We have to get to the younger people. We have to get these programs going, with Halton Women's Place going in with the program. This, to me, is the beginning of everything. Because even if we can get people to change the laws, make the system different, you still have to start with educating those young people to what's happening out there. We don't have her. We're never going to have her. And so now it's very important that we make a stance to help the next person.
If we could just save one girl or save one family from what we are suffering, that we've done something, and Darian would be proud. The Halton Women's Place Learn to Love program is so important because it reaches out to girls at a young age, and it also reaches out to boys at a young age that you can't do this. And hopefully the message gets through that it stops it from happening, and it makes awareness to these kids. Flo and I are so thankful for the support that Halton Women's Place gives to us. We've met quite a few people from Halton Women's Place, and this isn't just a job to them. This is in their hearts, and they want to make changes as well. We're lucky to have their support, and we have to support them, all of us. And together we all will make a difference.